Hello, today we are going to go from bronze rank to silver rank, only using Mr. P. Mr. P is power 11 in this ranked month, and I decided to push bronze with him. Additionally, since it is bronze rank, I decided that if I lose the match, the challenge is over, and I need to buy Mr. P on my account. Wish me luck as we get into our first game. The build I went with most games was the revolving door star power and the porter reinforcements gadget. I chose these because I thought I would not get as much super. I went with shield and damage gear to aid me in my battles and went against the pet power gear because I thought I would not get much super. I get my porter reinforcements gadget down and try to focus on killing the enemies so that my teammates can stand in the zone. Unluckily, I get low and have to stand back. My Colt is respawning, and the enemy Shelly is on her way. Knowing that I would need to stay alive to create pressure, I retreat and hide behind a wall. With the opponents down, I try to keep control and do much damage as I can. I get my first super, and hope that I made the right choice of going porter reinforcements. I plop the super down to create even more chaos in the enemy ranks. At this point they cannot pull a comeback, they lost control of the zone. With my hypercharge up, thanks to the bug in the game, I plop it down for more pressure. At this point, I am regretting not choosing the service bell gadget. I wonder what my stats would be like as I push my opponents away from the zone. Amazing, we won. I know it was against bots, but a victory is a victory. I take the 10 kills 0 deaths ratio. Next map is Hideout in Bounty, which is a great map for Mr. P in my opinion. I consider going for handle with care star power for more damage, but rule against it, I forget to change the gadget. Immediately, our Edgar starts cooking the whole lobby. I try to focus on the Jackie, but boy am I missing shots. Just as I get the Jackie kill, Edgar goes in and swoops 2 more kills. Yay Edgar, I guess. What a noob stomper. Expect one of my own noob stomping videos soon. And soon after I place my super, the game is almost over. The Edgar carried. GG, even thought they were bots. I am impressed Edgar. Anyways, let's get on to our next game. Heist on Kaboom Canyon. Interesting. Mr. Penguin can work well here, but I should change my gadget and gear, right? No, stubborn old me doesn't even care. Hopefully I can win with this awful build. I want to go for the EMZ because Primo has too much health and BEA has too much range and damage. Unfortunately, EMZ rushes with BEA into my lane. To make things worse, I must 1 vs 2. I kill the BEA, but I was not aware where the EMZ is. She sprays her toxic hairspray and I die to the stench. This opens an opportunity for the EMZ. Let's see what she does. Since my teammate rushed the opponent's safe and do 26% damage, the EMZ tactically retreats to exterminate my teammates. Even worse, the BEA respawned and it looks like I will have to 1 vs 2 again. Fortunately, my teammates respawn in time and now it is a 3 vs 3. EMZ is on my lane, but it is harder to defeat her than I thought. With my Colt, we were successful in defending our safe and we pushed forward. Our brave Gus had been doing some steady damage to the safe while we got rid of our opponents. With Gus holding his ground, and Colt and I rushing to aid him, the battle was turning into our favor. However, my brave teammates got too cocky and died. I was slowly being pushed back into our safe. However, thanks to my hypercharge, we were able to break the heist in one final push. I don't know how Gus got star player. I guess he did most of the kills and safe damage. Well, now we hit bronze too. Now we face real opponents. Dueling Beetles, perfect map for Penguin. Hopefully we can go a tank and healer, because I am a controller. Okay, my strategy is to farm super quick and then place annoying porters behind the unbreakable walls. To buy me time, I use the porter reinforcements gadget and the revolving door star power to boost my porters that come from my super. The EMZ creates great pressure and the Frank charge is in. Let's try to farm our super. The Gus comes in and farms super. Our teammates die and the enemy Frank comes in. With Gus shield, they create too much pressure. Trying not to die, I back off, but I die. I am now hoping I don't have to buy Mr. P on my account. However, thanks to the other Frank overextending, I get a kill and my super. I place my super down and Gus cannot handle it. We can now control the zone again. I get my hypercharge and place my porters down. Hopefully we can create more pressure and win the game. The opponents attack one by one, hoping to gain an advantage with their feeble attempts, but to no avail. Without the enemies coordinating, we make a comeback and take an easy W. Hard rock mine. I think we want to play lane and go speed gear. I see, shield gear did not register. I will go right lane and try to win my lane to hold control. Super farming is my priority. Holy cow, the opponents all went mid. I will try to do some peeking and annoy them while charging super. I have super. I don't believe that there is any point going lane anymore. I am not a pro, but I should not leave my teammates 1 vs 2ing. Hyper porters are coming to level up the annoyingness. Just one more gem until countdown. Surprisingly, this chord is good. And that is game over. I was worried because my teammates were too aggressive, but we won. Flaring Phoenix, interesting map for Penguin. I want to go damage gear instead of speed gear this time. And of course someone disconnects. Let's ready up and see the map. I keep my build because I must be passive and stay alive, but after long time of waiting, someone disconnects. This is very frustrating. Out in the open is a bad map for Mr. Penguin in my opinion, however we push on. I stay with my build, hopefully some chooses a bad brawler on the opposing team. Surge is interesting and so is Shelly. The composition of the teams favor the other team as Edgar can team wipe. Let's hope the Edgar sucks. And our Edgar gets deleted. Our Surge and my Penguin need to cook in a 2vs3. Now that Edgar is down, it is looking better for us. The Surge seems quite good as he stays passive as the Shelly and Gus pressure. I get super, which will annoy all of them. The Surge jumps into action and assassinates the Shelly. We turned a 2vs3 into a 2vs1. I have my super for next round. The Gus gets overwhelmed and dies to the poison smoke. The Edgar looks for an opportunity and jumps. Too bad no one was there. I try to farm hypercharge and get my hyperporters down. Kill the Shelly, so the only remaining one is Gus. With my hyperporters and Surge, we were able to kill the Gus, winning us the game. New Horizons, I think Penguin can abuse the walls. Hopefully the enemy aim sucks because we have no sniper brawlers. Perfect, they have Squeak. Let's hope that the Edgar can team wipe the whole lobby. My teammates went in and got killed one by one, not being able to fight the 1vs3, I die. With Super, I am hoping for a better outcome. I don't really like it that I have to rely on my Edgar random, but here we go. and Edgar jumps. Seeing an opportunity, we hold our ground and try to support, but there is no need as our Edgar team wipes the other team. Let's hope for one more crazy stunt like that. Edgar now has Hyper. Edgar leaps, taking out the other penguin. He gets teleported to the Shadow Realm but defeats the Cord. We eventually corner the Squeak. We have one last game until we go to Silver. I don't need to buy Mr. P if I do not lose here. Layered cake, let me keep my build. I pop my Porter gadget. However, I did not expect a Sandy. This is going to be a more challenging game than I thought, which is fitting for the final game. They are all grouped up, but I get low and try to stay alive. As soon as my Porter spawner goes down, I plop down a hypercharged Porter spawner. The Sandy almost kills me, but Edgar saves the day. I try to pick off some enemies, being too cocky and trying to go for a kill. The Sandy, outraged, comes in and assassinates me. With the Sandy killing me, we are down 1 kill. The Cord pops off and gets 2 kills for the team. We almost end the game with more points, but the timer runs out. Such a good game. GGS. Guess I won't be buying that penguin brawler. With this game, I win the challenge. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.